Here's a simultaneous equation for you with fractions. We'll start off with question 19. We have two parts of the equation. We have this part here, this equation on the left hand side which has fractions in it, and here's the one on the right hand side which doesn't have fractions. So we need to get rid of the fractions. Now the best way to do it is to multiply both sides of the equation, so this side and this side, by the lowest common multiple of the fractions. So we look at a 4 here and a 2 here. The lowest common multiple is 4. So we're going to multiply both sides by 4. So let's do that. We're going to get 4 times x plus 1 divided by 4 plus 4 times y minus 1 divided by 2 is equal to 3 times 4. So you can see we've multiplied the right hand side by 4, and both terms on the left hand side, they get multiplied by 4 as well. Okay, so this 4 cancels out with this 4, so I'm left with just x plus 1 on the left hand side, plus this 4 here is divided by the 2, it gives me 2. So I'm left with 2 times y minus 1, and that's all equal to 12. Let's multiply this out now and clean this up. So it's going to be x plus 1 plus 2y minus 2 is equal to 12. I multiply the 2 by the y, gives me 2y, and the 2 by the minus 1 gives me minus 2. So let's get these two numbers over to the far side, over to here beside the 12. And then we're left with an x and a y and a number on the far side. So I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides, and I'm going to add 2. And that's going to cancel these out on this side, and it's going to add them over here at minus 1 plus 2. So I have an x plus a 2y, x plus 2y is equal to, the 1s and the minus 2 have gone, and over here I have 12 plus a 2 is 14, minus 1 is equal to 13. So that's equal to 13. Now in addition to that, don't forget, I've got this equation, x plus y is equal to 10. So now I can go x plus y is equal to 10. So there's my two equations I'm trying to solve now simultaneously. Now if you're comfortable, you can just subtract this equation from this equation. Okay, but I found a lot of students were getting mixed up with that. So what we can do is we can change one of the equations, multiply left and right by minus 1. So let's do that. I'm going to do it to this equation here. So I'm going to get minus x minus y is equal to minus 10. What I did was I multiplied this here, this equation, by minus 1, both sides. You can do the same thing to both sides of an equation, always works out. So now I'm going to add this equation here, x plus 2y is equal to 13. So let's write that down, x plus 2y is equal to 13. I'm going to add them up. Now remember, I'm just adding up these two now. Okay, so x minus x, that goes to 0. And I'm going to have 2y, beg your pardon, 2y minus y. Well, 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So that means y is equal to, and 13, and I add on minus 10, it's going to give me plus 3. So I'm going to get y is equal to 3. And now I need to get my value for x. So I have x plus y is equal to 10, which is this equation here, x plus y is equal to 10. I know that y is equal to 3, so I go x plus 3 is equal to 10. That means x is equal to 7. So the answer is x equals 7, y is equal to 3. So x equals 7, y is equal to 3. Let's go up and put it back into some of these equations. If you're asked to verify it, you would put in the values for x and y into these equations and show that it's equal to 3. Well, we got that x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 3. So you can see here immediately, 7 and 3 is 10, so that satisfies. And if we do the same over here, we're going to get x equals 7, isn't it? So 7 plus 1 over 4 plus 3 minus 1 over 2. So 7 plus 1 over 4 is equal to 8 over 4, which is 2. And 2 plus 3 minus 1 over 2 is equal to 1. So 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So that works as well. So you might have to verify that. Let's have a look at the second one, which is down here. This one here. Okay, let's deal with this side here. What's the lowest common multiple? We're going to multiply it by, which is going to get rid of this. It's going to be 4. So let's do that. Okay, there's the equation multiplied by 4. This is multiplied by 4 and this and this. So now let's just simplify it out. So the 4 is going to be divided by the 2 is going to give me 2. 4 is cancelled by the 4, gives me 1. And that's going to give me 8 over here on this side. So let's just simplify that out. That's going to give me 2x plus y plus 8 is equal to 8. So that's going to give me 2x plus y is equal to 0. Because look, minus 8, minus 8. So it's going to cancel to both sides. Now let's look at the other equation, bring it down. This is this one here, 3x plus 2y. So 3x plus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this plus 1 onto the far side to get it to be in the same form as this. So I'm going to rewrite it as 3x plus 2y is equal to minus 1. So there's my two equations, here and here. Now I need to get my x's or y's to be the same. Okay, so I'm thinking it's easier to get the y's to be the same. I'm going to multiply this equation here by 2. And that's going to give me 4x plus 2y is equal to 0. And then I'll be able to cancel out the y's. So let's multiply this one here by 2. So I'll do it in green. So 4x plus 2y is equal to 0. Okay. Now I need to get rid of, here's my two equations now. I'm going to eliminate the y's. So maybe I can multiply one of them by minus 1. So I'm going to multiply the green one by minus 1. So I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to get, I'll do it in green again. Minus 4x minus 2y is equal to minus 0, which is just 0. I'm now going to write down in blue the 3x plus 2y is equal to minus 1. You notice I write down the same equation lots and lots of times, multiplying it down. I'm just keeping control of it and track of it. I like the way that happens. So now I've got my 2y's and plus 2y's, minus 2y and plus 2y. So I'm going to add these two equations together and to eliminate the y's. So what is minus 4x plus 3x? Well, that's minus x. Minus 4 plus 3. The y's cancel out, and I'm going to get 0 and minus 1 is minus 1. Now if minus x is equal to minus 1, that means x is equal to 1. Okay, x is equal to 1. Okay, now let's work out y. Well, I can stick it into any equation. I'm going to choose this one. So 3x plus 2y is equal to minus 1. So 3 times 1 plus 2y is equal to minus 1. So I've got 3 plus 2y is equal to minus 1. Minus 3 both sides. Minus 3 both sides is going to give me 2y is equal to minus 4. And that means y is equal to minus 2. So the answer is x is equal to 1. So x equals 1 and y is equal to minus 2. So 1 and minus 2. Let's go up and have a look so you can verify that. To verify it, I'm going to have 3x plus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. 3x plus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. So 3x plus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Let me just make sure I've got that right. 3x plus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0, correct. Okay, let's have a look. So I'm going to go 3 times 1 plus 2 times minus 2 plus 1. What's that equal to? Well, that's equal to 3 minus 4 plus 1. And indeed, that is equal to 0. So that's verified. And then you need to verify it in the other one as well. This one here. Okay? So you can practice that yourself and see if it works. You can do that, but it will work. Right. I hope that helped. Thank you.